us too, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect, but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, I mean, this dude he just has such a fire for life, a passion, and you're not one.
So you're struggling. Do you chase your passion or do you chase the money? I'm Rudy. Welcome back to Vantage, where today we're gonna go over such an important topic, and a lot of people have problems on this topic, whether you chase your passion or do you chase the money. Today we're gonna go over such, and I'm gonna dive into the benefits of both in this video, whether you chase your passion first and turn that into your career, or do you create a career and then chase your passion, the benefits, and then a step-by-step process to whatever you choose, how to apply it to yourself first. And I'm going to dive into the benefits of both in this video. And so first, what I want to go over is chasing your passion. So I'm going to go over 5 reasons why chasing your passion would be the right move to make, and followed up by a step-by-step process of how to implement it into your life wherever you're at right now. Whether you are an employee that works for somebody else, or you're an entrepreneur and you create your own business. So the first great benefit about chasing your passion is that you love what you do. There's not a better scenario that you can wake up and do what you love. For me, I didn't choose this path, but we'll get into that once I hop over to the next section. Another thing that's great about choosing your passion and loving what you do is that when you come up and there's a challenge or an obstacle in front of you, you have the ability to overcome that obstacle a little bit more, because, like I said, this is something you're passionate about. And so when it comes to creativity or solving problems, there's something about the psychology behind it that, there's just a little bit more that you're able to pull out because it is something that you're passionate about. If you didn't care about the topic at hand and there was an obstacle, there's a lot more higher chance that you're not going to follow through. And even if you do follow through, there's not going to be as much interest and passion behind it. And that's just because if you're passionate about it, you love it, you want it to succeed. Like I said, the third great benefit about chasing your passion is that, it allows you to be more creative. It doesn't matter, you can look at any situation in your life, good or bad, and if you are passionate about the topic, I don't think there's anything that has the ability to slow you down from getting the result or solving the problem at hand. And to me, that's just a great thing. It's beautiful. Being creative is one of the best things that we have. It's our greatest tools, our greatest resource. Our Heavenly Father created this universe. He created the earth. He created us, and he created us to be creators as well. And so when we're creating on things that we're passionate about and that we love doing, we're going to want to share that with others. And so when our creativity and our perspective and everything starts flowing out because we love it and we want others to feel the same way about it, there's just something different about handling business when it's something that you're passionate about. The way you have conversations, just like I'm doing right now to you guys. I am very passionate about you guys finding out an answer, especially if you're stuck on this topic. Like, my passion just lies within you guys getting something from this video, taking it and applying it to yourself. Which leads into the next topic. I guess number 4 of the benefits is that you're going to do better work. I believe that for myself, and this video is a prime example. I feel like I'm doing better work here with you guys, trying to go over all of these topics, explaining the pros and cons of which way to go. I know I take this very serious. I don't want you guys to make as many mistakes and trials and tribulations as I did getting to this point. And so that's why I'm here. It allows me to do better work because I'm more passionate about it. And the last great benefit that I believe of chasing your passion first is that you're going to meet more like-minded people just like yourself. They say the 5 people closest to you in your life is the average income of yourself. And so if you keep getting around people that share the same passions as yourself, you're going to build off of that. It's going to give you more energy. 2, you're going to get to bounce ideas, have conversations that maybe spark some new perspectives for you. And so those are just the 5 benefits. Now I want to go over a little step-by-step process of why going this route would be more beneficial. We have our passion. And now that you have your passion, we want to make sure that we can research what different ways there are to make money from whatever you're choosing that it is. And so, for example, me right now, I'm in the digital space. I'm making YouTube content, allowing people to click my link down below, set up a one-on-one time with me to help me implement a strategy session for them to implement this here, finding their passion, or creating some type of entrepreneurial journey that will then lead to their passion. And that you can do with it, the next step in this process is to learn more about how to make money from it, and then start implementing it and start improving on these different ways. So I'm just a firm believer that everything can become more efficient with time. I don't think there's just one snap of the finger and you go from mediocre to great. I think no matter what, no matter how much time, we're always constantly growing and improving. And so the ability to understand that, to know that you can't and you don't need to be perfect from the beginning, allows you the ability to learn and improve incrementally. And to me, that is ultimate success. That's everything I've learned, every book I've read, every entrepreneur that has great success I've spoken to, they all say the same thing. Take action little by little, day by day. We're looking down at one step at a time. Everybody wants to make these great giant leaps and become somebody and get all rich and famous, but it doesn't work that way. And if you have your mindset on that happening and it doesn't happen, you have more of an ability to not want to follow through, because you're not hitting these little goals along the way that you would have you just have a step-by-step process. The next step is that following your passion allows you to start small, hopefully. If you're going into this and you're going to quit your job and go all in on this passion, please do your market research first. Please have a plan implemented in place. Reach out to me. I've worked with many business owners in many different fields, and ultimately I can tell you that there are patterns to business. There are just solutions and recipes that work. There's blueprints, and it's not hard to figure out, but like I said, it does take some creativity. And so I think the ability of myself and you together talking about your passion, coming up with a market plan, I think can be a great thing. Please take advantage of this free hour session I have with you, because I have a lot. I've worked with a lot. I've done millions and millions of dollars in business, or helped people to make millions and millions of dollars in business. And so just once you start small, we get this going, and then we can scale. Once we start scaling, it's like the snowball effect. We start small and roll slow, start getting a little more momentum. Next thing you know, we're falling quick in a good way. The last thing is it allows you to be adjustable, and to me that's super important. And so if you're thinking about choosing your passion first, that's all I have to say on that. I just think it allows you to be more authentic to yourself, which is great. I personally didn't choose that way. I don't really even know what I'm passionate about. I don't think a lot of people do. And I think a lot of us get stuck here thinking, what do I do? What am I passionate about? So with this other alternative, the one that I chose, I want to talk about making money first and then following your passion. And that's exactly what I did. I started my career, my entrepreneurial career. I guess I started as a waiter. That I did for 4 years. I did this specifically so I can generate more skills interacting with people. To me, that was one of the things that I had plugged into my brain, that if you can handle people, if you can work with people, influence, whatever, if you're a people person, you can do anything in business. That's just was my core belief, and so that's why I spent there. From there, I started up my own company, which was a commercial cleaning company that I started off solo, had no accounts, just decided to go for it, and 3 years I grew it to $1 million company, and it's changed my life. But what I bring this up for is because I didn't choose my passion. I just chose something that I knew I could make money with. But now, throughout this time, it's allowed me to travel. It's allowed me to do fun things, to buy gifts for people whenever I want, to just have freedom, flexibility. And ultimately, I felt like I was more passionate about having time and freedom and having money work for me. And I saw that taking this route. And so that's why I wanted to go over the benefits of choosing this way as opposed to the other way. And the first thing is you stress less about money when you choose this route. And I don't know why. I just feel like your passion as your forefront of making money, when the money's not coming in, you're just going to put more pressure on yourself, and you're going to stress out more because you're like, hey, this is what I believe I'm passionate about. It's not working. What do I do now? Whereas go to the other end, you know this isn't your passion. You know if it doesn't work, you can just try something new. And so that's one benefit from choosing this route. The next one is, to me, you just have more freedom to explore. You know, like I said, maybe you don't know exactly what it is that you're passionate about that you would love to do over and over again. And so by choosing the route to be an entrepreneur and focusing on money first, you know, like I said, you're just able to have the ability to dip your finger into different types of industries or hobbies or things that you're interested in to see what it is that you really are passionate about. Next thing is that I think this allows you to invest in your dreams more. For me, like I said, it's been a long ride, and I can tell you right now, my passions have changed, you know, tremendously. You know, like from things I thought I liked, you know, like riding motorcycles for a year or two, I absolutely loved it. And you're gonna get me off a motorcycle, I've had enough of it, I'm not necessarily passionate about it. And it's kind of the same thing in the other way. Like, if you make your passion your forefront of something you gotta do every day, and you run into about, I don't know, let's call it a week or two, to where you're just unmotivated, you're burnt out because you've been going so hard. And now, because it's something that you do, you have to work. And to me, when you're in a position where you don't want to work, but you have to, and it's something you're passionate about, it just starts mixing, and you got a lot of ambivalence going on in your head and your mind. And I feel like that leads to you being less passionate about what it is that you're originally passionate about, which is counterintuitive. That's why, if you ask me, I lean to go with making money first. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all of you. I think this also leads to you being able to find new things that you like. Like, if you're so stuck on passion first, you know, thinking that you know what your passion is, you're not really going to be open-minded to possibly finding out that there are other interests and other passions that you may have. This is just what I found in my experience. And then the last benefit of choosing to make money over your passion first is just that there are smarter risks. I think it allows you to have the ability to be more calculated with your decisions. Like I said, just because I think it allows you to come from a different perspective, to where if you're just focused on your passion, hey, this is the one and only way, what can I do? You know, it's very limited. You know, I think there's going to be higher risks because there's only one outlet of what it is. So whereas if you focus on cleaning, you know, I feel like I can just go and watch someone's YouTube videos and get techniques and things that they've implemented. I can take it to myself, make up in my own mind if, hey, is this a good risk for me to take or is it not? And so, like I said, you gotta weigh the scales yourself. Alright, so I just want to wrap this video up, you know, just touching over the main things one last time. You know, whether you chase your passion or you go and you start a career first. I don't think that there is one right answer. I think the best advice that I could give you in this situation is follow your gut. You know, because that voice inside of you that knows the answer, to me, that's God. That's our Heavenly Father speaking to you. And if He puts that vision of you inside of your mind and you can see yourself successful and see yourself loving it, then that's because that is a possibility. And if you go and you act on it and you do what you need to do, then you will get to that point. Same thing on the other end. Like I said, I chose to just go and start a business, make money first, and to me, it's been the correct decision. There's no way that I'm passionate about cleaning. That's just that. It is what it is. I am passionate about delivering a result to somebody, though, to where they feel good. You know, like, for me to have a cleaning company and be able to deliver and clean this, and I have businesses coming to me all the time saying, man, there's just such a huge difference in the feel of this place. Like, I don't know what it is. It looks cleaner. It feels cleaner. The energy of all the employees is different. And so I'm passionate about getting responses like that. And so even if you are doing a career or a job that isn't a passion, you can turn it into a passion by focusing on what it does for the end user. Because ultimately, if you're passionate about helping others, then you can take anything to help other people. Like I said, it all comes down to how you frame things. At the end of the day, you know, my biggest secret of this whole entire channel is how do you perceive things? What is your perspective on it? Because if you can just adjust the way that you see things, you know, like I said, from cleaning, whether it's just cleaning or you're delivering a result that it's a clean environment that shapes the whole entire foundation of the business that, you know, and all the employees that work there. You know, you can just shape it to where it has a different meaning for you. And so I hope this video helps you guys as far as, you know, chasing your passion. But I do encourage you guys to click the link down below, schedule a free hour session with me, and we will get something mapped out for you to start. You know, we'll see how it goes from there. So thank you guys once again. We'll see you guys in the next video. Much love and respect. Us too, you know, we apply this stuff to ourselves every day, and we're not perfect, you know, but we strive.
I want to say that to the folks that are listening too. Rudy is the epitome of that. At 30 years old, I mean, this dude he just has such a fire for life, a passion, and you're not one of those ones that sit on the sidelines.